And the bloke used to do the sound effects. And the sound effect for either was... and this is going a bit faster than that. And I can't do it that fast, but if you think about it, it's going... That was... I tell you what, that was a hell of a lot closer than I thought I was going to get to it. Welcome back, guys. I've got the game paused. I'll tell you why in a second. At the end of the last episode, I asked you, do you want me to upgrade our trains to Baldwins or Moguls? Unanimously, you said Moguls, so we're going to upgrade our trains to Moguls. Why have I got the game paused at December the 30th? Because what I'm going to do is, just before I go over the year end, because interest, I'll just tell people, most of you know this, but because interest is calculated and paid on the 1st of January, if I repay my loan... Right, repay all the loan and then let it run over the year end. Here we go, January the 1st. And you can see that the game puts in the loan interest. Well, it should put in the loan interest like straight away. But yeah, anyway, it does. So that's that. But what I'm immediately going to do is borrow it again. So what it means is I get to borrow the money without paying any interest. So there you go. Right. What are we going to do now? Well, we're going to put the Moguls in. But before we do that, I'm going to run the track and make sure that our trains can take advantage of the speed. Here we go. Track speed limits. So we want to make sure that as much as possible we're over 47 miles an hour. 44, but that's on that section, which can actually go. We don't need that anymore. So that can go. So this is all fine up here. I know there's one wooden bridge, and that's why I'm doing this. Now, this is 44. That we can live with. Let's see. That's 43. We can live with that. Right, but this bridge is 37. So I think we should replace this bridge, don't you? So let's get rid of that. I told you I should have put a better bridge in, like when I did it. So get rid of you, and I'm pretty sure. Well, we'll see. This might let me do a bridge. I don't know. We'll see. So, oh, it will. My God, it's generous of it. So we want. Well, that would take us up to 56. Do we go the whole hog and let one in? I think we probably put a proper bridge like that in now. So. Yeah, that looks good. All right, we'll. No, I'm going to leave it like that. Just take it. Stop faffing around and fussing over things that don't matter. Let's get rid of that. We'll get rid of that, and we'll get rid of that and that. And it's just occurred to me that this is probably going to flip trains around, which is probably not a great idea. No, that'll do. That'll do. Take that. It's pretty flattish, and bang that in there. BOSH. Alrighty, so that speeded that up, and didn't cost us too much either, which is kind of good. And then we have got this little bit, which is 28 miles an hour. But they're very short sections, and it's when they're coming into the station anyway, so I'm not going to worry about those two. That's 47. That's fine. Mogul top speed is 47. We're okay all the way up here. We're 47. Well, that's on that bit, so that doesn't even matter. 50 miles an hour going through there. 54. And we're coming up to... Where's this? Boston. Yeah. All looks good. So, yeah, it's just that one bridge that we had to do. Alrighty. So, let's come back here. Now, what are we going to upgrade our trains to? Now, I was originally talking about upgrading these with 6 carriages. I was going to put on a Mogul with 6 carriages. But having done a little bit of research, because I do like to do a bit of research, even though, I tell you now, I've spent 8 blooming hours on Oxygen Not Included today. So I didn't have that much time for Transport Fever. So it's a good job that I actually did some research last night. And I came to the conclusion that the best configuration for right now is just to put in 4 coaches. Now, you're probably thinking, well, that's not even going to increase the capacity, by what, like 8 people. But the thing is, because the trains are going twice as fast, we're effectively going to double our capacity on the line. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah, I want to replace these now. How much is that going to cost? It's going to cost me 23 million. Oh my lord! Yes, do it. So that's that done. But seeing as we've got a bit more money, I was thinking, the Washington line. Let's flip this around. The Washington line, Baltimore, Washington, right? That was really good, and that's making us like $500,000, and we're only running 2 trains on it. So I was thinking maybe we should upgrade that as well. I don't know whether we can afford to, but I think we should at least have a look. So here's our line. Baltimore, Washington. All right, so we would want to get rid of all of that. We would want a mogul, add. And we want 1, 2, 3, 4 clear story coaches. And now, how much would that cost? Oh, 5 million. I think that's probably worth doing. Yeah, do it. We've got plenty of passengers waiting, so I just want to check the line again. So 66, 75, that's fine. 52, yeah, fine. Yeah, no worries. Alrighty, so we've just spent like 30 million. My God, we better start making some money off these. So how much are these lines making us at the moment? So this is making us like 3 million at the moment. The New York. It's called it tends to be called the New Haven line. So the New Haven line's making us 3 million, and the BOS-WASH, the BOS-WASH line, which I know makes some of you giggle, is making us $500,000. So let's see. Let's see what they do. You know what? Let's go. Now, somebody did specifically ask to have a ride the full length of this. So it's going to be I think it's going to be at full speed. Or, yeah, it's probably going to be at full speed. But I'm quite happy to have a bit of a ride on here. And have a look at these beautiful moguls and clears. I've become really fond of these clear story coaches. On my Twitter feed, somebody a couple of days ago posted a video of some real life clear story coaches, and I actually recognised them. I was like, those are clear stories. And I asked, and the person who actually knows what they're talking about said, yes, they are. So, should we ride third person or first person? Well, you know what? If we took that down like that, then we can keep an eye on those, and still we can pretty much see what the hell's going on. Look at this. I want to be on this side, really, where the sun's shining on, because it's kind of shadowed. Yeah, get out of the trees so we can see it. So we want to be this side. Look at that. It's beautiful. Now, a lot of people like first person. Yeah, my issue with first person is you can't see the blooming train, but you do get to see all of the beautiful countryside. So we'll have a bit of this, and we'll give the game a bit of time so that we can see what the passenger situation is like and see how our trains are doing. Oh, when you're running it at these kinds of speeds, it's all very up and down, like that section that we came through. But if you run it on normal speed, it's actually not too bad. This like really accentuates it though. So, look at it. It is. I've said it so many times. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Look at the boats going. See, this is where you actually, like, to really appreciate it, you need to be at the right speed. You get the proper smoke trails. We're up to 31 miles an hour. Trolling along. The thing is, it's a bit too slow, and I want to get on and I want to do stuff. So let's crank the speed up and we'll jump back on. 35, 36, 37, 38. Up to 40. So it takes a hell of a long time to get up to max speed, and it's only pulling 4 coaches. So imagine how long it would take if it was pulling 6 coaches. And we're into this. I've got to say, with the river down this side and the town on this side. Oh, we've got a crane. This is that little slow bit, but you can see it doesn't matter because we're going slow there anyway. God, it's... Oh, now we've got the new road. Oh, yeah, here's the new bridge. Look at that. Oh, I like that new bridge. Good decision. Good decision. There's that bit that we need to flatten at some point. Following the coast. Through Connecticut. And that river, by the way, that I said was the Mystic. No, it is the Connecticut. It is the Connecticut River, not the Mystic. Oh, through the town. Picking up more passengers. How are we doing passenger-wise? We've dropped a load off and... Oh, we're still full. And that's what it's all about. It's all about running full. You running full? Almost. Almost full. So how are we doing? We're still around 3 million, but they haven't even done like a full circuit of the track. And whenever you upgrade the trains, it always takes a little bit of time. But Baltimore, Washington should have reacted a bit. It's now making 630. You going to go up any more? I hope you're going to go up a little bit more than that. Mind you, like I said, I guess I forget that we're running the 4 times slower mod, and it does take a while. So you drop off a bunch of passengers. And you're full again. That's what we like to see. We're almost running at capacity. That's very, very encouraging. We're 3.2 million. But we need that. We need that up to like 4.5, 5 million, just to like get our money back, really. 2.9. Oh, and here we go into New York. Drop off the passengers, and we pick up a load more passengers. Hooray! What's our frequency? Our frequency is 3 minutes, which is pretty sweet. But I'm not going to even think about putting more coaches on this until we get up to like maximum capacity. And it doesn't look like we're hitting max capacity. We have got another 11 million to spend, which is kind of it. How many passengers have we got waiting here? 166. And you carry 64 now. So those 2 trains arrive. And we've still got 144 waiting. Let's have a look at New Home. Where's the station? Here it is. So you've only got 47, 48, 49. And that's on both sides of the platform, so... Yeah, but it's creeping up. It's creeping up. Alrighty, let's have a look again, and... Oh, okay, we're starting to creep up. Oh, here we go. 3.5 million. That's more like it. But I do want to see this getting up closer to the max capacity. BOS-WASH is all coming up on 700,000 now. Peachy. Let's do more upgrades. Let's do more upgrades. Did I? Oh, now hang on a second. We didn't upgrade. Did we upgrade New York Springfield? I can't remember. No, we didn't. Let's replace those. 800,000. Yeah, we can afford that. I know I did. But where is it? I did Washington, Norfolk, didn't I? Yeah, I do remember to do that. So I guess RF&P would be the next one to upgrade. So we would want, get rid of you. We would want Mogul and 4 clear stories. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, how's that line doing? It's making like 1.5 million. Yeah, we'll just go with this for now. So, what do we want to do? We want to replace 11. Oh, we can do it. Yes, please. Alrighty, that's 3 of our lines upgraded. Alright, we're getting there. The only one that's left is the West Shore Railway. But we can't do that until we upgrade Utica Oil. Which, yeah, we're going to need to do. Now, when we replace this, yeah, I'm wondering if we shouldn't, I don't know, maybe cut back on the number of trains when we do that. Now the other thing that we could do is we could put some more lines in. Now we could do a branch from New York that went up to Hartford and Springfield. Now that's kind of an interesting idea. And this is the Connecticut River that I was telling you about. That some people had told me was the Mystic. It's not the Mystic. Apparently the Mystic is somewhere else. I don't know exactly. They did tell me, but several people told me, but I kind of wasn't. I must admit, I wasn't really paying that close attention because I was focused on something else at the time. Right. Anyway, moving on. Right. Well, we've got 2 million to spend. Oh, we're coming up on 4 million. That's better. RF&P, that's going to take a little while to recover. But look, Baltimore, Washington's up to 750, so that's making like 50% more profit. I want this to be making like 50%. This was making already like close to 3 million. It's now over 4. I want this, I don't know. 4.5 would be nice. But we are getting close to that. We can do more. I reckon this line can do 5 million if it like gets its like mind on it. Utica Oil and the other one. Right, so Utica Oil. If we were going to do this, how many vehicles we got on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The problem with boosting this line like a lot is what do we do with the fuel? Because like, let's say we doubled the amount of fuel that we're shipping. Albany could take more. That's only getting like 33%. And what about Utica then? Utica's getting about half of what it needs. So I don't know. So maybe we could. Maybe we could. Gonna cost a lot though. 12 moguls. My God, that's gonna be a few mil. Let's see. Let's see what the cost would be. So that's not what I want. Actually, I could just click on. Oh, if I can get there, we go. Utica Oil. Utica Oil. Replacing that with no. With a mogul is gonna cost us. Yeah, this is gonna be expensive. $1 million a piece. So you're looking at a minimum. It's going to be like 12 million. Let's see. Replace. Well, there you go. Bang on. 12 million. But we could put some more cars on here. Pretty easily. And I think if we were going to do it, it would kind of make sense, wouldn't it? So, yeah, I mean, like at least bang a couple more on. Run 10. I'm pretty sure these could happily run 12. But we don't want to swamp the line, that's the thing. Because otherwise then, if they're not running at full capacity, then we're not making money. So what would that cost us? 16 to do that. Wow. Alright, well, that's kind of the next thing. But if we're gonna do that one, so we need 16 million for that one, but we'd also have to upgrade the West Shore Railroad. And if we're going to replace that as well, get rid of those, add Mogul and 1, 2, 3, 4 clear stories. What's that going to cost? That's going to cost 15 million. Oh, we've got 7 vehicles on there. I didn't realise we've got that many. Oh, because we added a couple, didn't we? Ooh. Alrighty. The thing is, we haven't got like masses of passengers waiting. So, yeah, I'm not really not sure about upgrading these. Let's have a look. How are we doing now? Oh, 5 million. That's what we want to see. RF&P is already up to 2.2. The ball wash line is, well, was close to 1 million. So, yeah. So the ball wash line's almost doubled. God, I hope this doubles and gets up to about 6 million. That'd be nice. The same with this one. This was doing what was this doing? Like 1.5 or whatever. So if that gets up to 3 million. So what are we making? What are we making a year? So we spent 20. So we made a loss of 29 million last year. But how much did we spend? So we spent 41. So 49. So we made about 12 million last year. So hopefully this year we can get up to more like sort of 14, 15 million. That's what we kind of want to go for. I think we should put some other lines in. Now, hang on a second. Can we ship more fertilizer now? Oh, production 0 at the moment because we've got 99 fertilizer. You've just picked up. You're on the way down. I think we could probably afford to put another ship on that line. So buy ships. We want a Zoroaster, buy and set line all Boston fertilizer. There we go. We're just going to create even more fertilizer that we won't be able to move. Oh, how are we doing down here? Oh, Providence could do with some more vehicles. Oh, we've got steam lorries now. Oh, well, let's do that then. I missed steam lorries. I didn't see that. Oh, well, let's do. God, this is all going to be about upgrades. So let's see. What do we want? So Boston food and Providence food. Where's Providence food? We definitely want to replace these. So replacement vehicle, steam lorry. Okay, replace now. Yes, please. Cha-ching. And this one, replace steam lorry. Okay, replace now. Really? 450,000 to replace 18 vehicles. What? Well, I guess that's what it is. God, that's freaking expensive, isn't it? Alright, okay. How much do they cost? They're only 31,000 per vehicle. Okay, well, that's what it is. So that's up that. Well, we should definitely go and upgrade those on the Utica oil line. This is going to cost some money. Let's see, how are you doing? Oh, your production's dropped. Why is your production dropped? Well, we haven't got a backlog of oil there. We haven't got a backlog of oil here. Utica's not getting as much as it needs. We've got... Well, there's not going to be a backlog here because it goes direct. Albany's getting 23% of what it needs. Now I could put in a line to distribute. Where's the industry? The thing is, the industry's over here. If we look at the station, it's mostly covered. We could like deliver up to here or something, but I mean, we could, I suppose. God knows where I'd put a truck station in though. Like seriously, where would I put a truck station in? I will leave that alone. How much would it cost to upgrade? God, I mean, if it costs $500,000 to upgrade 18, how many have we got on this line? What do I want? Utica oil. Replace. If we were going to replace these, okay. Replace 1.7 million. That would allow us to ship a lot though. What's production doing here? Oh, production's back up, and it's headed towards upgrading. So I think maybe we do. Maybe we just bite the bullet, shall we? Because it is already starting to back up a bit. Yep, go on. I'm going to do it. Yes. So now we'll have super duper steam lorries flying around. They are very cute. We've got to ride on this for a little bit. Not for long, but just for a little bit, because they are very cute. Go. Off you go. How cool is that? Oh, the day of the horse is over. The poor posh horses all going to get replaced. Oh dear. I was going to say something from the posh horse, but I think they're too sad. I think they're too sad to say anything. Right. So, now that's going to mean that we're shipping even more stuff down here. How's this station doing? 115. How are you doing? Doing alright. What we got? 11.2. What did I say? It's about 15 million to upgrade these, wasn't it? Something like that? What was it? Need to get oil and replace those. Yeah, 16. But we've got to replace the passenger trains at the same time. That's what makes it so damned expensive. So have a look at the lines again. Oh, look, 6 million. Yeah, so it's basically doubled the profits from those lines. That was 1.5. That's now up to 3. BOS-WASH, 500,000 up to 1 million. All right, so yeah, good news. Let's look at just. That wasn't what I wanted. Sort of my bounce. What I wanted was to just look at the rail lines. So we've done 3 of the 4, haven't we? So yeah, it is just Utica Oil and West Shore Railroad. Unless we put in a new line. So I think maybe we just bite the freaking bullet and do a line up to Hartford and Springfield. What do you think? Now, where am I going to put the train station in Springfield? And I have to say, I don't know. I don't know, because I wasn't thinking of doing this line, so I haven't done my research. I don't know which side it is. But on the basis that we're trying to save a bit of money, how about we just put a station in here for now, and then when I find out where it really is, we'll move it, and we'll think about doing the link from Springfield to Boston, which should be in by now, but yeah, I mean, I've got to play to the limitations of the game. Right. So let's get railway station. See, I'm seriously thinking that we might end up putting one of these in. I got to say, I'm kind of tempted to do it now. Curve under there. And then we can just run across to Baltimore, to Boston. I gotta say, I'm very, very tempted to do that. You know what? If I put it in kind of there-ish, that should give me enough room to get down and across the river. And I could even probably think about putting a station on both sides. Ooh, now that would be kind of interesting, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it just? If I bang that in, kind of like there-ish, it only costs us like 200,000. It's nothing. So, should we do that? Should we do that? I think we should. I'm going to do it. That goes in there. And then... am I going to put another station over here? That's the question. I've got to say, I'm kind of tempted. The thing is, if I do, am I going to put... I think if I'm going to do that, then I've kind of probably got to put another underground station in. And the problem is linking them up. So that one's coming around that. So this would have to be kind of like probably there-ish to have any chance of getting under the river. Let's see. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. God damn it. That was my fault. So, yeah, I'm thinking kind of somewhere like this. Now, if I set that back a little bit to allow room to upgrade. Yeah. And let's see. Can we upgrade that road? Let's see. Upgrade to at least a medium street. Let's extend a little bit along there. Maybe we actually hook those roads up and kind of encourage the town a little bit in this direction, like that kind of thing. And like to the scale of the towns that we're doing, these look actually like just about right if you think about it. I don't know. I'm probably. I don't know. Shut up, Skye. You shut up. Let it carry on running. Now the question is, can we hook this up? So we want 2 platforms on here, which I forgot to do. Now, am I going to do this as 240s? It's probably saved myself pain, but it's whether we can get them to fit in, and I don't think we can. So no, I'm going to do 160s, but I want 2 tracks. And I want 2 tracks over here. See, this one, if I bump that to a 240, I don't think I'd get under there. Now, we'll do a 160. We'll live with a 160. When I've got tons and tons and tons of money later on in the game, maybe we'll play around and see if we can get it. So, from there, can we get under here? That's the question. So you can see at the moment, it's saying no, right? So we've got to drop the thing down. Down, down. Oh, yes we can. Yes we can. Yes we can. All right. Unfortunately, we don't get to see the trains go in, and it'd be really nice to have a bridge across. I don't know. Later, I might raise these up, because I want to see the trains running through the towns and stuff. But for now, yeah, that'll do. 750k? Really? For a bit of tunnel? Okay. Well, apparently that's what it's going to cost. So you save on the bulldozing cost, but it costs you because you have to do expensive tunnels. So it cost me $1 million, that little bit of track. Wow, $1 million for that. So let's bring you now up to the surface. Now, do I want to run you closer to the river? Yeah, maybe. You know, before we start doing that, let's see. Where are we going to put the station in Hartford? That's a pretty good question. Now, in New Haven, not an issue. We just need to run the tracks off, I don't know. I'm thinking kind of through, oh god, that's going to be that's going to be expensive. Yeah, so I would like to come kind of like through here and up here. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see if we can do that. So if we had, oh come on, why won't you just do like a nice little straight bit of track? Let's do it like that then. Is that level and even? Yeah, it is. Alright, I'll believe you. We got a boat. I didn't see what it was. I must admit I didn't see what it was. So, let's get those equal. So if I was just to try and hook you up to there. Okay, no chance. Let's try. If we wanted to run track off there. Oh, it's not going to do anything nice. Yeah, that's not going to do anything nice. I think if we have a bit of curvature like that, maybe. So, well, actually, it needs to be a little bit steeper than that. Let's come off that side. So, if we brought that, well, I'm going to have to knock. Oh, that's only a little bit. We might be able to squeeze through there. So if we come off there and there like that, and then, okay, we could get through there, but oh, that we can do. That's the wrong side. It needs to be that side. 2.4 million. Oh god. But you know what? It kind of sort of works. A little bit slow there, but I think we can live with that bit. We're going through a town after all. They do have speed restrictions. So, BOSH. Alrighty, so we've now hooked that up. So all we've got to do is, let's run that out. Just straight a little bit. And that bit. So, where do we put this station? Now, again, I could use the underground mod. I've got to say, I'm kind of tempted, because I'd love to put the station kind of like here. I think this would be really nice to have the station there. You know what? I might just do it. I might just do it. Yeah, I might just do it. I'll get your feedback and see what you think about doing it. And if you don't like it, then I can change it. But for now, I think it's probably the smart way to go. So let's pop you in God, my God, 600,000? Jeez. Okay, I have 1.2 million there. What about... Oh, I saw 400,000. Where... Come on, give me 400,000. Where's 4... 1.3... God, oh. That's 1.3. God, it's like 1 pixel where... there. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. Too good to miss. Alright, tracks. Oh, I didn't put in 2 stations though, did I? 2 tracks. Apply. Right, so let's run you. Ooh, that'll probably do. Now, just out of interest, if I... Yeah, no, we want to come above ground. I don't want to do the whole blooming thing as a tunnel. That's just kind of silly. So let's... I want to come up like pretty much as quickly as I can. So let's do it like that, and like that, and then at this end, similar kind of thing. So we'll curve. We want to curve around a bit, don't we? Yeah. So if we bring you around like that and like that. Alright, so take the outside one and connect that up to the outside one of those. Now, yeah, maybe I'll bring it out to kind of the middle, like that, and then hook it in like that. If I raise that up a little bit, oh no, it won't let me. So no, it's got to go in like that. No options. And we run this one alongside. Boom. Right, that's in. So we're into Springfield. 2 stations in Springfield and Hartford. All right. Okay. Pause. Oh, I didn't connect this bit up, did I? No. Good Lord. Where's the station again? Now, so ooh, yeah, something like that maybe. Yep, and I'm really liking this. I'm liking how this is working out. Right. Oh, things are a little bit lumpy and bumpy around here. So I think maybe it would be an idea to come back a little bit and run you out more like that. I think that works better. Yeah, much better. Much better. Now, we want to avoid these hills, don't we? So, in actual fact, I'm actually going to come back a little bit. And I'm just going to curve around so that we go through this valley. Which I bet when I look on a map, that's exactly what the real line does. To avoid these hills. What? How we... Yeah... No, we want to come this side of these hills. I'll bet you the line comes up here. Yeah, like through... Let's go through there. Alright. We've got a plan. Oh, that's a bit tight. That's 48. That's over the max speed for the mogul. Alright, so... I come through there. Yeah, I think we cut through. I think we cut through like that. That's not too expensive. We're going down there, aren't we? Yeah. You know what? Let's run that up here. To about there. Maybe a touch further back. That's a little bit up. Let's take you down. That's better. Take that. Run you up the side. BOSH. Right, now. Can we get a nice result coming through here? That will do. That's pretty much in the middle of those 2 hills. Now, I can probably take it up a little bit, maybe? Oh, I can. Oh, now, how about like that? Yeah, that should make things fairly smooth. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This has worked out really well, this line. I think this could easily become one of my favourite lines. Love it. Love the way we wind through the hills. And then we've got the old tunnelling, which I gotta say, I'm not a massive fan of the tunnels, but oh well. Right, let's get this line going then. So this line, now I could put this line just from New Haven, but I'm kind of wondering, I want to run it from New York to Springfield, because that's how it would have been. Like by this kind of year, when we were almost at the turn of the century now. So that's what we're going to do. And I don't think our track is going to be too crowded. So let's have a new line. And we are going to make this, well, we want to be able to see it. So let's make this, I don't know, let's make it dark red. So we are going to start at New York. Then Stamford is there. Then New Haven, and then up to no, try that again, idiot. Up to Hartford, and then this station, Springfield South, and then is it going to be Springfield North or Springfield Central? Let's say it's Springfield. All right, so we go up to Springfield, and then we come back Springfield South, and Hartford, and New Haven, and Stamford, and back to New York. Alrighty. So we want to put trains onto this line. So let's get rid of that. Vehicles. Buy trains. Let's start buying some trains. So buy a mogul. And buy 1, 2, 3, 4 clear stories. Yeah. Now, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put 4 trains on line 1. Yeah. Right, go. Now, the fact that we've got other trains coming down, let's put a signal in. Let's see. Let's pop a signal in there. Right. So now you can come down to here. And this is going to help space our trains out, which is a good thing. So, you come down. You're not going to have any passengers, are you? No, not yet. But let's have a look at the station. I wonder how long it's going to take. Oh, line 1. We're starting to get passengers already. That's a very, very good sign. But, you know, I do have to put in the passenger... Oh, well, not in New Haven. I've got to put in the local passenger routes in Hartford and in Springfield. But we are starting... I mean, the thing is, because these are right in the town, they've already got a pretty big catchment area. So, look, we've already got 5 passengers waiting up here. But I think it would be a good idea to put in some local passenger routes as well. But what do you think? Shall we have a bit of a ride? I think we should end the episode with a bit of a ride on one of our new trains. So, you one of our new trains? I think you are. Yes, you are. Line 1. So, let's hook up with this. Should we go? I can't. Let's enjoy it for once. Let's have some bit of normal speed action. And we'll go for... Oh, let's turn that off so we don't have the red line. Right, here we go. It's cool seeing the trains all lined up. Oh, don't you just love the sound of trains? Oh, it takes me back to watching Ivor the Engine. Ivor the Engine. For those of you who don't know what Ivor the Engine is, it was a television series for children, and it was done by a guy with a Welsh accent like this. It's kind of the lilting, like the Valley's accent. Ivor the Engine. And the bloke used to do the sound effects, and the sound effect for Ivor was and this is going a bit faster than that, and I can't do it that fast, but If you think about it, it's going... That was... I tell you what, that was a hell of a lot closer than I thought I was going to get to it. Oh, my Lord. Oh, look at these buildings. Look at the gardens. See, this is the thing. In the previous... I mean, I've done 2 series. How many freaking hours have I played this game for? And I'm still seeing stuff that I've never seen before. Because, like, I spent so much time, like, at 50,000 feet looking at stuff. And I don't, like, spend anywhere near enough time down at this level. And certainly I don't spend enough time in first person. I mean, just look at that trash can. How cool is that? This is probably where the people who work in the factories come out and have their lunch. Yeah, right, as if they're allowed lunch. Turn of the century industrial factory. They're lucky if they probably charge them. Food? What do you need food for? Get back to work, slackers. But I mean, just look at the textures on the buildings. The different textures. Just amazing. You know, I'm usually I'm in a bit of a panic to kind of get on with it and like keep putting stuff in and keep stuff moving along, but nah, not on this occasion. Look at this. And the moguls head on are beautiful, and I love seeing the clear story coaches. The smoke and the sky and the stage coaches rolling along. Look at the beautiful countryside. You know, I am sad that we're only going to go one way. I am kind of tempted to come back the other way as well, but I don't know. You know what? I tell you what. If you want the return journey, right, then leave a comment, right? Like seriously, just say return journey, please, or something like that, right? And if enough of you say that you want the return journey, then I'll do the return journey. And again, we'll do it in first person, just like this. I love it when your signals move when you're going through. Yeah, and like if not many people want it, then I won't do it. But if a lot of people want to see the return journey, because I'll tell you now, I would love to just sit here and enjoy the return journey. Look at this town. We need a little bit of smoothing in some of these, but generally speaking, awesome. Oh, we've caught up with the train ahead. Now this must be New Haven, mustn't it? And we we're heading for New Haven. And this is where we're going to branch off, isn't it? Now I haven't put any signals. Pause. I haven't put any signals on any of this, so I probably should before we have a major problem. So let's see. We've got a signal coming in here, right? We don't want that signal there. As much as I would like to have that signal there, that signal is going to have to be moved back before this. So trains can pause there, right? Going up this, going up this way, it doesn't matter. Well, yeah, it does actually. We want a signal there because we're crossing that line. I was going to say, if you're splitting tracks, you don't need a signal. If you're merging tracks, you do. But also, if you're crossing tracks, you need a signal. So coming that way. So coming this way, we're just merging. So we still need merging. We need a signal, and this one is controlled by that. That's controlled by that. Right, no, that's it. That's all we need, isn't it? Those 3 signals? Yeah, I think so. Unless I've gone completely mad, which is eminently possible. So, hang on a second. This one's going up this way. Yeah, that can be told to wait. And that covers that and that. And then that one and that. No, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Just right. Don't worry. I'm worrying over nothing. Right, off we go. What are we waiting on? Oh, let's have a look. What are we waiting on? So we're waiting for a free path. We're waiting at the signal here. But we should be clear. Oh, this hasn't cleared the station. And it hasn't cleared the station. Now, where are you going? Oh, this is another line 1 train. Oh, that's what. And it's waiting, I guess, for the next train coming through. So, really, we've got to wait for that train. Good Lord. We'll switch to train, well, whichever one this is. Yeah, we'll switch to train 36 because it's ahead. So it'll stop us having to wait. So, really, we've got to sit here and wait for this one to get all... You know what? We could potentially speed that up by putting another signal in. So you're coming up this side, aren't you? If I put a signal in there and a signal in there, then I wonder. Maybe next time that happens, because it was too close to the signal by then. But maybe next time this one will be released and that'll cruise up to this signal, and it'll just keep things running a little bit more smoothly. Yeah, I don't like that signal being there though, because if a train stops there, it can block this. But that's not going to happen very often. So no, yeah, it's fine. Now, hang on a second. Let's have a look at this line, because that's what's wrong with this. Yeah, I do need to. I told you I needed some signals in. Let's put some signals in then. So, we need. Oh God! Now this is the pain. Putting signals on these. Alright, so that's, I guess, the closest we can get to the station. So we want a signal there. We want a signal... we want a signal there. And... where's halfway? Probably about there-ish. Now, there's not going to be that many trains on here, so I'm not going to go crazy with the signals. So where's halfway between here? Probably about there and there. Oh, now. Oh, we are gonna have to put yeah. Okay. Yeah, we are gonna have to put a bit of track to merge these tunnels together. Ooh, I hadn't thought of that. Alright, so let's see. We're coming up on this side, so we're gonna go straight in, and then we want to come out from here. So where's the... yeah, that's more than we need, to be honest. That would do. That's 45. Well, you know what? Yeah, no, that's fine. BOSH. Right, now, does that give us... Yes, now our track is split. Excellent. Alrighty, so we want a signal somewhere before this station, so let's pop you in there. We want a signal after the station. Oh, well, not after the station, but on this side of the station, so probably about there. Cool. We want a signal before this split. Now, where... Oh, good Lord. I'm going to have to err on the side of caution, so I'm going to put it about there, I think. Yeah. We don't need signals in between there and there, I don't think, but I'm going to put them in anyway, apparently. You know, I think one thing, and then my, I don't know, my brain just taken over. Right, so, yeah, that'll do, I think. I think we're good for signals. Right, quick, let's go. Let's complete this journey. And now we're away. Hurrah. So I can close down that, go back to train 36, and let's enjoy the ride to Springfield. Now, I've been to Springfield, and I have to say that it's kind of boring. It's just a kind of big, sprawling, nondescript kind of place. I was really enjoying my tour. I spent 2 weeks touring around New England. Started off in Boston and went up to went up to Maine, Portland. Went up to Portland. Had you know, one time I'll tell you about. I'll give you like all the details of the whole trip. But went up to DeMilo's, the famous floating restaurant on the coast in the harbour at Portland. Then went across to like Killington in Vermont, and which is the Ivy League college? Is it Hanover? Is it Hanover or Dartford? I can't remember which it is. Hanover or Dartford. One of the two, but I stayed there. That's a really nice little town. It's just a campus town. It's like just the university, pretty much. There's not much else there. But it's a very pretty little town. Then came down to Springfield. And I've got to say, that was kind of the low point, because Springfield was... I did go to there's a Hall of Fame museum there. And that was kind of okay. But Springfield itself was kind of near. And then went down to the south coast. And then along the coast, went to... where did I go in Rhode Island? Newport. Went to Newport in Rhode Island, and then like round the coast of Cape Cod and back up to Boston. Fantastic trip. I tell you what, I saw my first baseball game on that trip, and I'll tell you. But I won't tell you about that now, because I'll take some time to tell you, because that was spectacular. Fenway Park, and it was just like, I'll save that for another time. What the hell are we waiting for? There's nothing ahead of us. What the hell are we waiting on? Let's get... What the hell are we waiting for? Oh, hang on. Were you in... Oh, is that the station? That's the station. Is that the station? Hang on, we're doing... How can we be doing 11 miles an hour and standing still? Quintus was standing still. Oh, now we're moving. I don't know what was going on there. It said we were doing 11 miles an hour, we weren't moving. I wonder if there's something weird with that station. Yeah, because it's the underground station. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know. Oh dear, we've got a... It's all gone a bit stuttery, hasn't it? What on earth's going on? I have no idea. Wow, I hope this isn't the sign of things to come. No, I don't know what was going on there. Something weird was going on. I'll check it out afterwards, after the video. I'll kind of check things out and make sure that things are still running like nice and smoothly. Here we go. Now we've got it. I mean, this is just going to be tunnels. This is coming through that nice wooded bit, isn't it? Is it? Oh no. That was down here, wasn't it? Yeah. So this is just coming up here, and then it's just tunnel under here. So we'll skip that bit, I think. We're doing kind of sort of okay for passengers. It's going to take time to like get up to profitability, but what we really need to do is put some bus lines in to get more people using the trains. So that's what I'm going to do between this episode and next episode. Well, I don't know about you, I freaking loved this. I'm really glad we ended up putting that line in. Let's have a very, very quick check. Very quick check. We're up to 10 million. We're up to 1898. We made, let's see, what did we make last year? So we made about 13 million last year, and this year, coming up to the end of the year, we've spent 11.9 and 5 million. Oh, no, last year I forgot to add in the construction costs. So we made about, what did I say? New vehicles was 3, so that's for 5. So yeah, we made about 15 million last year. Oh, that's really good news. So this year, 5 million plus 12 is 17, and so yeah, that's about what, 8, and we've got a month and a half to go. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be something kind of sort of similar. Alrighty. That's that. So we've upgraded like a fair old bunch of stuff. We spent loads of cash. We've got another new line in, which hopefully is going to make us loads of cash. I hope you enjoyed this. I need to get the hell out of here. I'll catch you for the next one. Leave a comment. Peace out.